This is going to be a video on what I got from Japan. First, this is DSi, the AC adapter, and the two games. Mario Basketball 3-on-3, which is Mario Hoops 3-on-3 for the DS. I like how it has all the characters on there. Bowser Jr. and some other Square Enix characters, I think. Like it might have Square Enix characters. It says Mario on there, but it does have some exclusive characters. Probably like Dragon Quest characters, I think. Here's the back. There's the game and the manual. And there's the game itself. As you notice that these three characters means basketball in Japanese. Because Mario Hoops 3-on-3 it's called Mario Basketball 3-on-3 in Japan. Because basuke means basketball in Japanese. But let's go to the other game. We're in Sonic on the Beijing Olympics. This camera can focus. There you go. Mario and Sonic at Beijing Olympic. That's what they call it in Japan. The Olympic Games. They call it Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. They call it Beijing Olympics in Japan. I think all Japanese games are like that. This is Mario and Sonic with some challenge, Olympic challenge. As if we could zoom in here, there's a 100-meter race, long jump, javelin throw, shooting, I think, and some BMX, tennis, singles, trampoline. I think that's vault, I think. Shooting, 100-meter freestyle, 10-meter dive, and fencing. And tells you how to play with the stylus, or touchpan as is known in Japanese. The dream events from the other games, the newer games, and the records. There's the copyright date. Let's see what's inside. This one is unique that has Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, and it still has the guidebook, which I'm not going to get it out. And this one is in a black cartridge. It has a black Nintendo DS. And black and white. That's kind of because normally the DS games here in America, they're white. All of them are white. But the Japanese ones are black. I think most of the Japanese ones are black. And the 3DS ones are black too. Some of them are the Japanese ones, but most of them are black. So that's it for the games. I'm going to do a video review of all my games once I get more from Japan. And this one, the 3DS AC adapter, which is meant for the DSi too, because on the bottom it says Nintendo DS, 3DS LL, 3DS, DSi LL, which is excellent in Japanese, in Japan I mean, and DSi systems. Because it's in the back, it shows the Nintendo 3DS to DSi, but it doesn't work with the DS Lite though, because they use their own chargers. And you know something weird about the Japanese products? Is that they circle, and that one has an X. The circles means it's like allowed, just like the check marks here in the United States. Like over here in the United States, we just check mark it. But in Japan, they just circle everything if it's correct. Because in the top says if it shows circle, that means it's compatible. And on the bottom, there's more information. This is released during the 3DS era, because the 3DS XL in Japan does not come with an AC adapter. I think the old 3DS did, but the 3DS XL didn't come with the AC adapter in Japan. So they have to buy these separately in Japan. So let's open it up. Let me see. You notice that everything is in Japanese. Yeah, everything's in Japanese. Not everything, but there's some English on there. It says AC adapter WAP002 Japan JPN, because this is a Japanese charger. This will work on an American outlet, because as you can see, minus the plastic piece, which I might get to in a second, it does work with our American outlets, because we use the same outlets as Japanese outlets. It says caution, all of them are in English and in French, which is kind of weird because this is meant for Japanese market, not because this is the American shells, and they put Japanese on it, so it could be for Japanese market. And as you can see here, input 100 volts and 120 volts, which means this will work in American outlets too, because this is 120 volts we use here in the United States. Because 100 volts is Japanese household current. Well, if you leave these plugged in, like probably the old Super Famicom adapters plugged in for a long time, they might burn it up. So I may leave this AC adapter plugged in while it's charging, or I might unplug it after I'm done charging the DS's, so that won't happen to them. So that little plastic piece is probably meant for like children that stick things to outlets. It's not a problem in Japan that it is in the United States, because I think all Japanese chargers or AC adapters, like probably most of them, like designed for children to plug in, must have this little plastic thing, which is probably like the European outlets. Yeah, exactly like I think it's the British ones have that little plastic piece on the plug, as you can see. So mostly Japanese products have these little plastic things on the plugs. Not all of them do, but most of them do. Right here. That's the only difference between the American and Japanese AC adapters. Because the Super Nintendo and the Super Famicom, they do not include AC adapters. Yeah, you have to buy these separately in Japan. In the United States, they're included.